And welcome to Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show. We begin on the college front, where the Georgia Southern men and women's basketball teams were scheduled to take on Coastal Carolina. Unfortunately for the women, Coastal Carolina having COVID issues, that game has been canceled and rescheduled for later in the season. As for the men, they played Coastal. Got beat pretty bad on Friday, turned around and won on Saturday. An exciting game that came down to the wire with Elijah McCadden hitting a couple of three-pointers down the stretch. We'll have some highlights for you from that game. Also on the college front, some football news as Georgia Southern is losing Chris Foster, the running backs coach and associate head coach. He's taken a position at East Carolina. We'll hear from head coach Chad Lunsford about losing Coach Foster. Also on the high school basketball front, plenty of games to get to from the past week. You had Statesboro High, Bulloch Academy, Portal, and Southeast Bulloch all in action. We'll have highlights of all those and plenty more coming up on Upon Further Review.
The Medical Center Pharmacy on Grenade Street is proud to be your Health Mart pharmacy in Statesboro. The Medical Center Pharmacy, locally owned and serving this community for 50 years, is open 364 days a year. The pharmacists at Medical Center know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. That's why they take the time to know their customers, explain their medications, and answer any questions. The Medical Center Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Well, the Georgia Southern men playing Coastal Carolina this past weekend. A pair of games. Friday, not so good. Saturday, an exciting victory for the Eagles. Let's send you out for some highlights. The Georgia Southern Eagles hosting Coastal Carolina Friday night at Hanner Fieldhouse. The Eagles grabbed the early lead. Elijah McCadden, a big reason why, his floater falls. Then McCadden drives baseline, and the junior goes up and under. Eagles open up a 6-0 run. Coastal wakes up. Tyreek Dixon drives, spins, and connects. Seconds later, Devontae Jones with the rock. He gets the short floater to go, and the game was tied. Eagles soaring back on top. First, it's McCadden again from beyond the arc. He connects on the triple. Moments later, Grant Weatherford with the tough drive. He gets his shot to fall. But the Chanticleers getting into an offensive groove. Garrett Green left open. He proceeds to knock down the three. Then it was back to Dixon. The senior gives the visitors an 8-point lead. Georgia Southern trying to hang around off the turnover. McCadden bringing it back. He finishes with the slam. He then slams to the ground after being fouled. 3-point play, but it wouldn't be enough. Coastal Carolina doing work from three-point land. Green from the corner. Georgia Southern falls 79-62. The Eagles looking to rebound from Friday's loss on Saturday. Things looking good early on. Eric Boone hits the three-pointer from the corner. Next, Prince Toyambi gets free and puts in the jam. More from Toyambi. The rebound and the putback. And then it's Caden Archie ahead of the pack for the dunk. The Eagles up by 4. Coastal fighting back as they'll go inside to Devontae Jones for the layup. He'd finish with 27 points. Back come the Eagles. Kamari Brown hits the three-pointer. Next, Zach Bryan driving and finishing with the left hand. And the Eagles hitting the boards. Cam Bryant, the rebound and the putback. And then just before the half, Zach Bryant gets this one to fall as the Eagles would take a 29-18 halftime lead. We move ahead to the second half, and it's Elijah McCadden showing off the good low post moves. But Coastal back, Devontae Jones. Southern trying to answer with Brown, another three-pointer. Bryant later. A nice feed to Boone for the hoop and the foul. More from Boone as he attacks the rim once again. And then Bryant finds McCadden for the reverse. But Coastal not going away. Jones hits another three-pointer. And then Jones, the steal and the layup, cutting the Eagle lead to only one. Brown answers on the other end with the dunk. But again, Coastal right back. Jones ties the game with this three-pointer. McCadden able to answer on the other end for three. Just under 25 seconds left, and Jones ties the game at 58 all. The Eagles going back to McCadden. And this one would prove to be the game winner as Georgia Southern escapes with a 61-58 victory. Up next for the Eagles, it's going to be a rematch with Troy. The women are at home, 6 o'clock on Friday, 4 o'clock on Saturday. The guys on the road at Troy as they hope to improve on their 500 record in league play. Stay with us. High school action coming up next.
My Queensboro banker is Cheryl Quick.
Blanchard Equipment Company has 16 locations.
Queensboro has homegrown values just like us.
They get heavily involved in every community.
And that means strong customer service.
They've been around a long time, just like John Deere.
When you run across the bank like that, you stick with them.
I sure would like to own one of these John Deeres.
Well, we can sure make that happen.
Oh, well.
Queensboro is your community bank. Queensboro National Bank and Trust.
The Georgia Southern University store with 2 locations to serve you on the Georgia Southern campus in Statesboro and in Savannah. They have plenty of Eagle merchandise to keep you warm in the cooler weather. So don't forget to visit the University store in Statesboro and Savannah or shop online at gsustore.com. Well, plenty of basketball action going over the past week, including Statesboro with a big sweep of Richmond Hill. The boys coming in as the number 2 team, undefeated on the season. The Blue Devils were able to knock them off. For the girls, they were able to stay undefeated for Statesboro. Right now, they're ranked 3rd in the state. The boys are ranked 8th in the state. Let's send you out for some highlights from Richmond Hill's game. A huge region matchup between Statesboro and Richmond Hill Friday. The Wildcats looking strong early on. Azaria Johnson drives to the basket here. Jemiah Jones with the answer for the Blue Devils, who led 7-6 after 1 quarter of play. In the second, Tarika Gibson ahead to Casey Ricketts for the bucket. Next, Jones comes up with the steal, and she goes all the way to finish. More from Jones, who had a game-high 21 points. And this one before the half to help the Blue Devils to a 21-13 halftime lead. Second half, the Wildcats able to cut the lead to 3 on the bucket by Soraya Thornton, but the Blue Devils then go on a run. Malaya Deacle with the putback. Jones later able to connect on the Blue Devils' only 3-pointer in the second half. Jones later will hit the long 2-pointer. Jones feeling it as she drives and banks in 2 more. Bailey Roberts able to add the knockdown jumper just inside the 3-point line. Statesboro by 12. Jones later, the sweep moves to the basket for 2 more. And finally, it's Sarah Ellis doing likewise as the Blue Devils improve to 16-0, winning 43-26. Statesboro boys taking on undefeated and number 2 ranked Richmond Hill before a packed house. Early on, Willie Ballard comes up with the rebound and the putback. Later, check out Jarquez Garrett driving through the forest and gets this one to fall. Next, Albert Michael knocks down the corner three. The Blue Devils with the lead, but the much larger Wildcats able to respond inside. Miles Holmes, the Blue Devils, Michael driving in for two more of his team-high 16. Staying with the hot hand, Michael buries the three. Garrison Littles will add the jumper here to give Statesboro a 3-point lead. Tim Taylor the block on the other end, but Leighton Finley able to hit the putback. The Wildcats take a 6-point lead. Garrett able to play beat the clock, the hoop, and the foul. The lead cut to 24-21, Richmond Hill at the half. Second half, Liam Markgraf with the nice turnaround jumper. The Blue Devils hitting the glass as Taylor gets the putback. Willie Ballard then starts to heat up. He hits the three. Next, it's Ballard from up top. Three more. That ties the game. Michael then knifes through the defense for two more. Senior Kobe Altman starting to feel it from long range. Michael then drives. Once again, hits the runner. On the other end, Caleb Beckwith hits the three to put Richmond Hill up three. Michael then feeds Altman, who ties the game with this three-pointer. Down by one, Altman gives Statesboro 42-41 lead with this. Nijuan Yeomans will give the Wildcats a 2-point lead. But Taylor answers on the other end with the putback, tying it up. Altman, then the steal and the layup. Statesboro up two. Finley right back to tie it on the other end. 49 all with 33 seconds left. And then with time winding down, Michael breaking ankles and gets this one to go. The game winner as Statesboro hands Richmond Hill their first loss of the season, 54-49 the final. Up next, the Blue Devils hosting Glen Academy on Tuesday. As for the Portal Panthers, they were in action on Saturday as they were playing host to Jenkins County. Portal Panthers with a home matchup against Jenkins County, ladies first, and the Eagles able to build a 13-point second half lead, but the Panthers storming back first on the break. Destiny Brown to Rashonda Khalil. Later, it's Kelsey Williams in the corner for three. Williams next, able to hit the long two-pointer. And then Khalil pulls up and hits this one off the glass, cutting the Jenkins County lead to one. But the Eagles proving to be too much as they go on a run and win this one by a final of 47-37. To the boys' game we go, and this one would be all Portal. Joseph Thomas starts things off with the top of the key three-pointer. Thomas next on the break gets it to Amir Jackson, who's able to knock this one down. The Warriors try to hang around, but the Panthers just too much on this night. Thomas hits another three-pointer. Next, Coleman to Thomas for three more. Portal up by 15 as Wilkie Washington goes coast to coast. Next up, Coleman, the easy bucket here. The Panthers working the transition game. Fred Spells to Coleman, who pulls up and hits the runner. Next, Spells will be off the mark, but Amir Jackson, the rebound and the putback. Give him the foul as well. Dorian Mosley then heats up from outside as he hits a pair of three-pointers. Next, it's Spells inside, getting the hoop and the foul. And finally, Coleman ahead of the pack, off the mark, but Spells there for the jam. Portal wins 61-32. And staying with the high school basketball action on Friday night, Southeast Bulloch was hosting Beach. Southeast Bulloch hosting the Beach Bulldogs. The Jackets in a hole as the much larger Bulldogs using their post play to take a 24-point second half lead. Southeast trying to hang around as Corinne Talkington hits the three-pointer, but the Bulldogs just way too much on this night as they would go on to win by a final count of 53-16. We'll move ahead to the guys game, and this one a lot closer. Tyler Griffin showing some range as he start things off with the top of the key three-pointer. More from Griffin this time with the corner three. The Bulldogs able to answer from long range themselves. Larry Johnson hits the three-pointer. The Jackets then go inside as Christian Clark finds A.J. Williams for the layup. Next, Williams penetrates and hits this one off the glass. Back inside we go, and Griffin powers up two more. And the foul to give the Jackets a 4-point lead. Williams then finds Ryan Reed for the layup. Williams next able to bury the three-pointer. The Jackets staying hot from outside as Redden Calhoun hits the three. Then Christian Clark with the nice dish to Cameron Wadley for the layup. Clark continuing to dish out the dimes, this time to Reed. But it wouldn't be enough though, as the Bulldogs would come back to take this one at the buzzer by a final of 59-58. And stay with us. Coming up next, we'll visit with Georgia Southern head coach Chad Lunsford.
No credit refused isn't just an offer, it's a way of business and has been for over 100 years. No banks, no ridiculous credit requirements, just local Badcock store owners who treat you right and give you credit when others won't. It's never been easier to express your style and love your home.
Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment, and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy, in-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests, and ultrasounds, and in-house labs. Featuring nurse practitioner Melissa Beasley, Family Internal Medicine of Statesboro can accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care. Well, it's been a busy time for Georgia Southern head football coach Chad Lunsford. He has 3 new football coaches that he's trying to bring up to speed, as well as the players that have come in since Christmas to start school at Georgia Southern. On top of that, he found out over the weekend he's going to be losing his associate head coach and running backs coach, Chris Foster.
We had a big loss this past week in losing Coach Foster to another school. Coach Foster has done an awesome job for the last 5 years at Georgia Southern. And to be honest with you, I'm ecstatic that we had him that long. And, he had an opportunity he thought was best for him and his family. And obviously he did a great job here at Georgia Southern and for our program, and he's greatly going to be missed. But we're going to move on. And just like always, it's next man up. And, we're going to wish him the best, but, obviously move forward as a program.
The Eagles are set to start spring practice March 25th and ending things on April 24th with the annual Blue-White game. That'll wrap things up for now. We thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again next week.